coming up this week on Destinations.
One staple attraction here at the Frankfurt Zoo are the apes. That guy right back there, well, his name's Ludwig. He's a bonobo, or pygmy chimpanzee. He's been here at the Frankfurt Zoo since 1984.
From chilling here in the jacuzzi to riding the water slides, the Aqua Center here at Lake Latai provides fun year-round.
You know, Kane, some of the animals here in the zoo, you have to look really close before you can see them. Like this crocodile here. And what a fine specimen he is, isn't he?
Boy, crikey! Destinations from the jungle.
Actually, it's the Frankfurt Zoo. Hi, I'm Army Sergeant Rob Gwin.
And I'm Kane Farabaugh. Thanks for joining us this week on Destinations. Right now, we're near the Indian Bengal tiger named Ebon. He's a part of the new attractions here at the Frankfurt Zoo, and even though you can't see him right now, we will later on.
But first, why don't we take a walk around the park, see some of the sights and sounds, and I'll tell you a little bit of the history along the way. So come on, let's go.
Situated just a few blocks from Frankfurt's city center, the Frankfurt Zoo offers visitors the chance to get up close and personal with dozens of animals. At just a little over 32 acres, the zoo currently houses nearly 4,500 birds, fish, and animals from over 500 species. The Frankfurt Zoo first opened in 1858, making it one of the oldest zoos in the world. At that time, there were just 600 animals to view, but by 1860, the zoo's population had more than doubled and included bears, elephants, and some fish. The popularity of the small aqua exhibits eventually led to the 1928 renovation of the aquariums, making them, at that time, one of the most advanced of their era. Through the years, the Frankfurt Zoo has seen many changes, but some of them weren't so good. On March 18, 1944, World War II came to the zoo, and in a single night of bombing, nearly the entire zoo was destroyed. One of the elephants, E. Pani, was hit with an incendiary bomb. The seal pools were completely smashed, and the big cat exhibits were so badly damaged that many of the cats themselves had to be shot. The few animals that survived the devastation eventually died of starvation or exposure. After the war, reconstruction was slow, but with the help of thousands of contributions and government support, the Frankfurt Zoo eventually regained its status among the world's zoos as one of the best. And today, a trip to the zoo can easily take up an entire day.
You come here to the Frankfurt Zoo, you'll encounter all kinds of ferocious, wild, exotic animals. But I've got to tell you, the most ferocious, the most exotic, the wildest animals you'll see when you come here, these guys right here. So why don't we go check out what Kane's up to?
Whether you're here to take a look at the new attractions or you just want to catch the lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my!
Thank you very much. The Frankfurt Zoo has a lot to offer, and here to tell us more about that is Bettina Ochs, and she's the public relations coordinator for the Frankfurt Zoo. It's great to have you on the show.
Welcome to the zoo.
It's great to be here. What is the most popular attraction here at the zoo?
Well, we have about 500 different species, but I think the most attractive is the tiger, which lives right behind us in a new habitat. It's called the jungle, the Indian jungle, and this is quite attractive.
Okay, I know that you've got animals on land, but you also have a lot of things here that are in water as well, marine life.
Yeah, we have the exotarium. In this house we have, of course, fish, all kind of fish, and sharks, and crocodiles, and snakes, spiders, all that stuff.
If you're an adult, what are some of the popular attractions adults want to come see?
That's a difficult question, because most adults come here because they have visited the zoo in their childhood. And they walk here and they remember things, and they're watching animals more than just a child. They're watching their behavior. I think the most popular thing, maybe the seals, because this is also brand new. We have built a new habitat for them, which is very good, and you can see them underwater and on the water and out of the water. All animals come from zoos, so we don't get them from the wilderness or something like this. Most animals come from European zoos, some come from Australian, and yeah, most of them from European zoos.
The Frankfurt Zoo actually has a lot of history. Can you explain some of that for me?
The zoo was started in 1858, and then it was totally destroyed by World War II and rebuilt in 1950 by Dr. Bernhard Schimek, who built also the house of the nocturnal animals.
And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, right?
It's a little bit of a problem because we are a zoo in the city, so we have 11 hectares and there's no way to get larger.
I understand that not only can you look at some of the animals here, but you can actually ride some of them, right?
Yeah, the camels, we're still in training with them. It's not so easy because they're wild. Well, adults will be €7 and children €3. You can buy a family card, which is €16 for two adults and 3 children.
When do you open?
Every day, 9 o'clock, and we close at 7 o'clock in the evening.
Well, thank you very much. We've been here with Bettina Ochs. She's the public relations coordinator for the Frankfurt Zoo. Now we're going to take a look at one of the popular attractions here, the ape cage, right?
Yeah, okay. Thank you for visiting us.
Thanks for having us.
You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. Do it again now. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. Do it now.
One staple attraction here at the Frankfurt Zoo are the apes. That guy right back there, well, his name's Ludwig. He's a bonobo, or pygmy chimpanzee. He's been here at the Frankfurt Zoo since 1984. Rob has some other special visitors.
Yeah, Kane, this here is Charlie. Charlie's an orangutan, and he's about 40 years old, and I think we're going out to dinner a little bit later on this evening.
Stay with us here on Destinations, because when we come back from the commercial break, we're going to go see some sharks, right, Rob?
Actually, seals, Kane. We're going to go see some seals.
Okay, maybe seals too.
If someone wrote a book about your life, would anyone want to read it? The stories of tomorrow are being written today in the U.S. Navy. You'll do more in a few years than most people do in a lifetime, if you're ready. Check out the Life Accelerator at Navy.com. Navy, accelerate your life.
The boss program plans trips, especially for the soldiers. We like to, just get out and have some fun, let these guys let loose. I think BUS is a good program. You have to go places. It brings people to you.
I dig it.
Me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. Do it again.
Thanks for staying with us here on Destinations. Hey, Rob, man, you got to come over here and check out these really cool seals.
No, Kane, those are sharks.
Oh, yeah. I guess with the whole fin, the whole tail, and the teeth and jaws, right? The jaws thing.
Right, jaws. But I promise you, we can find the seals a little bit later.
Well, anyway, in the meantime, let's go back to our studios with Ann Milligan, who's talking with the president of the USO about some upcoming events with the United Services Organization.
Well, joining us in the studio is Edward Powell, who's the new president and CEO of the USO. Now, most of us, of course, are familiar with the USO. Now, since 9/11, there's been a lot more attention on the U.S. military. Has that made your job easier at the USO as far as getting money and maybe entertainers to come to Europe?
Clearly, it's made a very positive impact. It's unfortunate that it has taken an event of that scale and cost to get people's attention focused again on the job that our military has been doing day in and day out for many, many years. We have seen a renewed interest from the entertainment community in particular. We now have any number of people who are volunteering who several years ago would have been extremely reluctant to engage. What we find is like anything that you do when you extend yourself for someone else. Once you get engaged, once you see the impact that you have, even for the simplest of gestures, the return is always greater than the effort. And we have very wonderful experiences with all of our entertainers, and it ranges from someone like Ozzy Osbourne, who I think, in fairness, if you were to have asked anyone several years ago if they've ever thought that Ozzy would be doing a USO tour, they would have said, you've got to be kidding. We have the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders, who I know are never popular with anybody out here, but on the other hand, you have someone like Wayne Newton, who is extending himself as a producer and a major contributor to our entertainment effort, and he's very selfless on that and has done a terrific job for us and calls service members, families, when he gets home from notes and stuff that they've given him, and you see that type of commitment. And then, of course, you have people like Johnny Grant, who is on our Board of Governors, has been on more USO trips than anyone, 55.
The so-called mayor of Hollywood,
Absolutely. Right. And Johnny pesters me to death. You know, when can I go to Afghanistan? When can I go? I'm going, Johnny, you know what? But he's ready to go, and I've just got to find an opportunity for him to go, because I know he would, even though the young people today don't have a clue who Johnny is, that will last about 30 seconds, because he is still just as clever and wonderful, and his heart is terrific, and this is something that they will understand it instantly. In that sense, it's a terrific. And so we've got quite a spectrum.
You've got Ozzy Osbourne, you mentioned also Terry Bradshaw,
Howie Long.
Jett, yeah, you've got...
well, Blues Travelers. Well, yeah. Blues Travelers. We were, the USO was given an American Music Award for promotion of American music, and Blues Travelers were there. When you spend time with them, and they talk about their USO experiences, and both they and Joan Jett and the others just say, when I'm off tour this summer, you tell me where you want me to go, and I'm gone. I'm there. Doesn't matter. Anywhere, any place in the world. I'll go to Guantanamo Bay, I'll go to Tuzla, I'll go to Afghanistan, I'll go. Doesn't matter.
Well, on the entertainment scene, what do you see down the road in the next year?
Well, there are a number of new programs that we'll be doing. One that's we're quite excited about is with Comedy Central. They're going to be shooting, I believe it's 10-hour-long segments where we have young comedians that will be going around to different bases, and then they will be turned into television programs that they will be showing on their cable network, which I think is a terrific opportunity for us to attract young talent to go into the field. I always like the issue, because I talk to young service people when I say, what do you want to see from entertainment? And almost invariably I get the same answer, live. It doesn't seem to be terribly discriminating, although I know better than that, but at the same time, this is type of programming is terrific because it does give young comedians, young, not necessarily even age, but young as in the business, an opportunity for exposure to a good audience, lots of instant feedback, and they can develop, but it also gives us a chance to get some entertainment out into some of the more remote areas. That's one aspect of it. We are going to be looking for a breadth of entertainers that we would like to see. Also want to get the entertainers and our athletes, who we're seeing a lot of interest now, to help us with activities in the schools. We'd like to get them more coaching day, you know, to have Maury Wills come along with us if he would do it, and I have a sense that he would if I asked him, because he was very helpful at the VA, to come and say give a Little League coaching afternoon to the kids on how to run bases, or to get, you had Mr. Tagliabue was here earlier with a bunch of NFL players, and I understand it was a great hit. We'd like to formalize how we're doing that so that we can have clinics for the local high school football teams that might be coached by some of these pros, because they have great hearts as well. And so we're trying to be more sensitive to what the customer, if you will, the soldiers and airmen and sailors want. How do we meet that need? And we're going to do our best to make sure. We're partnering now with Clear Channel, and we've got a number of activities with them that we're looking at that are very exciting in terms of hopefully providing access to tickets to shows that would be discounted and be prime seats that would be available online, so that when you have a tour that's going to come through this area, and there are a number of major tours that come through Germany, the rest of Europe, that we can get premier seats at a heavily discounted rate for the service members. So there are lots of activities that we're looking at, and hopefully we'll be able to execute against that.
Those are all good initiatives, and we're all going to look forward to them. And thank you very much for coming to Europe and sharing all of this. Edward Powell, who's the president and new CEO of the USO. Thanks for joining us on Destinations.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Okay, Kane, these sharks are spotted hound sharks. And they've been here at the Frankfurt Zoo for about 5 years.
Cool. And when we come back from the commercial break, we'll take a look at some more of these sharks in other parts of the zoo, right?
Seals. Kane, we're going to go find the seals.
Right, seals.
Okay, let's go.
Why is that?
First grade is way too stressful, so I'm running away to Rio.
Well, you're going to need both your parents' permission.
Can't we just ask my dad? Mom wouldn't understand.
Sorry, but minors under the age of 14 must show consent from both parents before they can get a U.S. passport.
Oh.
Don't worry. Just have your parents log on to travel.state.gov.
Travel.state.gov. Thanks.
Get real. Get together with Youth Services.
Hey, Rob, man, you got to check out these cool sharks.
Kane, no, not sharks. Seals.
Oh, well, that would explain the whiskers, huh?
Whiskers.
Well, anyway, if they were sharks, you definitely wouldn't want to get in the water, would you?
Me, no. But I hear there's a place up in Belgium where you can get in the water.
Yeah, it's called the Aqua Center, Rob. Check it out in this next story.
What better way to spend your day than at Belgium's largest lake? On cloudy or rainy days, you can still enjoy water activities here at the indoor water park, Aqua Center. From chilling here in the jacuzzi to riding the water slides, the Aqua Center here at Lake Latai provides fun year-round. That's any time of the year. The park would like you to make a splash in your schedule. I said a splash in your schedule. The most popular feature of the park is enjoyed by young adults.
The most appreciated part of the swimming pool is the diving board, which is 3.5 meters high for the teenagers.
If you happen to catch Belgian weather on this good day, then there are outdoor pools for you to enjoy soaking up the sun. You can also adventure the twists and turns of their water slides. After you've had enough of the outdoor pools, you can relax in one of their nice steamy saunas, foot baths, or even a Turkish bath. So if you're looking for year-round water fun in any sort of weather, then check out the Aqua Center at the Lake of Odeur in Belgium. Army Private Jose Colon, AFN News.
You see, Kane, look. Flippers, whiskers, bubbles, seals.
Ah, I'm so glad you got that straightened out for me. I was starting to get that Jaws theme stuck in my head.
Yeah, I can see that look in your eye.
Well, that does it for us on this edition of Destinations. You can catch us on AFN Atlantic every Thursday night at 6:30 p.m. and every Sunday morning at 11 a.m. And if you've got a story idea, it's easy to get in touch with us.
Yeah, just drop us a line at our email address. That address is destinations@afn.frankfurt.army.mil. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Army Sergeant Rob Gwin.
And I'm Kane Farabaugh. We'll see you next time
on Destinations.
When superstars and cannonballs are running through your head, and television freak show cops and robbers everywhere. Subway makes me nervous, people pushing me too far. I got to break away, so take my hand out, 'cause I want to live like cannonball, careless and free. Cannonball. I want to live, I want to run through the jungle, the wind in my hair and the sand at my feet.
And it was sick.
So let's go check it out.
Oh yeah, so let's check out this.
I've been having difficulties keeping to myself. Feelings and emotions better left upon the shelf. Animals and children tell the truth, they never lie. Which one is more human? There's a thought, now you decide. Compassion in the jungle, compassion in your hands. Yeah. Would you like to make a run for it? Would you like to take my hand? Yeah. 'Cause I want to live like cannonball, careless and free. Like cannonball. I want to live, I want to run through the jungle, the wind in my hair and the sand at my feet.
and take a look at these cool seals.
Superstars and cannonballs are running through your head. Television, freak show, cops and robbers everywhere. Animals and children tell the truth, they never lie. Which one is more human? There's a thought, now you decide. Compassion in the jungle, compassion in your hands. Would you like to make a run for it? Would you like to take my hand? Yeah. 'Cause I want to live like animal, careless and free. Animal. I want to live, I want to run through the jungle, the wind in my hair and the sand at my feet. To live like animal, careless and free.
Destinations. We'll see you next time. We'll see you next time.
Okay, when I say that, you both have to say, oh my, really loud. I'll say thank you. And he's a part of the new attraction, but we'll get to him in a minute. First, Rob's got another character over here.
Actually, I don't anymore.
Just keep walking, just keep walking.
Like this crocodile.
What a fine specimen he is, isn't he? My crikey!